City Lexus and Sydney City Toyota Managing Director, John Roca.
Yes, you can ask absolutely anything related to things that are automotive. All right, in this segment, he knows it all. John Roca, welcome to the studio.
Morning, Chris. Thanks for having me.
How was your week?
Very good, very cold. Double demerits.
Double
this
demerits.
Weekend. Just thought I'd throw that out
Good
there from
reminder,
the beginning.
Thank you.
Yep. I think we're all struggling with the cold, but we'll get over it.
Which means, double demerits, which means if you're caught on the phone in your car, 10 of the 13 points are gone.
Correct. In one foul swoop. We've got mobile cameras that are driving around checking on us.
Yeah. Leave your phone. Put it in your glove box, or in that console in the middle of the car.
Yeah, we're in the boot if you have to.
Yeah, 10 points.
10 points. Not good.
Unbelievable.
One foul swoop.
Now, with the recent and rapid increase of new and used car prices due to high demand and limited supply, car buyers are feeling they may be paying more than they should. So we're going to have a little bit of fun this morning looking into the past and talking about our first ever new car. What was your first ever new car? 131873. How much did it cost? Can you remember that? And maybe we can compare some prices. John, some great comparisons. I had my first new car was a Ford Meteor.
Yes.
About 20...
It would have been 1983.
Yeah.
Yeah.
84, 83.
Was it a sedan?
A sedan.
Yeah. The sedan version of the Ford Laser.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
It was like an extended laser.
Yeah, that's
right.
What's
it worth today?
Oh, I've done some research on your first car.
So I would have paid, I reckon I paid about 32 or 28 or 29 or 34.
Yeah, you're on the money.
Somewhere there?
$2,800 that would have cost you new. In 1983, it was a sedan and a really good... I've got an example of this. I did my research. Did you have a name for it?
No.
Okay.
No.
We'll get to that later. So your car today, an extremely good example of that Ford Meteor. Not exactly a collector's item, but you could pay up to $10,000 for that car.
Can you?
Mm.
Wow.
And an average one, average to good, $4,000. Not bad.
Not bad.
You'd have to wait a long time to double your money, but...
Yeah. Okay. 131873. What was your first new car? How much did it cost? You can go back to as long as you like. And yet you've got some of the cars that I've seen at these motor shows, and I've seen one at Eastern Creek only recently. There are cars there that you wouldn't think you'd get much for that go for like $40,000, $50,000.
Yeah, absolutely. My research that I've done this week, we've got some classic examples here. So, as you know, I'm a bit of a car collector myself. So there are three types of collectors. You've got the restorer, who likes to grab the old rust bucket out of a paddock somewhere and restore the car and do it up and sell it or keep it. You make a lot of money, but that takes a lot of skill and time. You've got the retrospective collector. Here's a good example. So this is the collector that buys a classic car today. So let's talk and reminisce about an E-Type Jag that was $4,000 in 1962, which you could buy one today on car sales for $330,000.
Go away.
So there's a classic example.
So 62, $330,000 for a Jag from 1962.
You can buy it today, Chris. It's online.
Wow.
Not a bad investment. I like to call myself a future classic collector. I like to look for things that I think is going to be a classic. Isn't quite, but is really good value today, but I can see that in the future it will be a collection.
So like something from the last 15 years?
Yeah, that's the sweet spot, actually.
Right.
Go 2005. I think if you were starting this, I'd look at 2005 and pick some classic cars that I think will be classics of the future.
Wow. Okay.
I've got a couple of examples
as
well.
Give me some examples.
Okay, so a quick one. So let's go prestige. Porsche 911. 996, 2005, S4. I actually own one, so I've collected one. Yeah. You can get $100,000 for that car. 4 years ago, it was $70,000. I bought
That's
one.
That's a good earner in a short space of time.
Not bad. I bought a beautiful one 4 years ago. Paid $58,000 for it and been offered $120,000 for it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then that's the problem, isn't it? Because you know if that's the sort of increase in a short space of time, what's it going to be worth in another 20?
Exactly. So the question is, do you keep it? Do you sell it? How long do you keep it for?
Let's take your calls. 131873. We need a break firstly, 14 to midday.
Traffic. The 2GB app is where it's at. Download now at 2gb.com.
At Menai, the lights are blacked out on Alfords Point Road at Old Illawarra Road into Campbelltown. The Hume motorway, very heavy lanes southbound approaching Narellan Road. Expect further delays through Albion Park Rail on the Princes Highway. The M1 slow going to the Central Coast out of Sydney. It's heavy to Bar Point and also heavy going through the Blue Mountains on the Great Western Highway, Glenbrook, Springwood and Medlow, Bath and Blackheath. I'm Jason Bowman on Sydney's traffic leader 2GB.
In breaking news, Kitchen Shy husband uses wok for the first time. Children and wife astounded.
I really didn't know what the wok was for. But then I found this recipe for chicken and broccoli stir fry and I thought, I can do this. And I did.
Marcel Stocks and Gravies. It's great news if you're looking to lift your meal from ordinary to sensational. Proudly Australian owned, all natural, gluten-free and plant-based since 1982. Marcel Stocks and Gravies. It's quality you can taste.
Now, this year, the New South Wales Trustee and Guardian want you to say, I will. They are the number one maker and executor of wills in the state. If you need to update or get your will sorted, then make sure you talk to the team at New South Wales Trustee and Guardian. They'll be able to offer you the best advice you need to make sure you have a legally valid and secure will. And they can also act as your executor if you don't want to burden your family or friends with that responsibility. Currently offering a flat fee of $330 per will. Discounts also apply if you're on the full age Centrelink pension. Don't put off writing your will. Say, I will. With New South Wales Trustee and Guardian, visit tag.nsw.gov.au or call 1300 10 20 30.
At Spotlight, get winter ready with 50% off Hemisphere Blockout Eyelet and pencil pleat curtains. During this winter, keep the warmth in and the cold out with our huge range of blockout curtains, so you can hang it, close it and keep it warm for less. Exclusions apply. At Spotlight, it's what you make it.
Great business starts when you're in control. With the Optus Business Connect plan, get up to 8 SIMs and up to 300 gig of data, all on one simple plan. Great business starts with yes. Explore the Optus Business Connect plan in-store or online today. T's and C's apply.
Give yourself the luxury of $5,000 cashback when you purchase a new Volvo XC90 or XC60. Only until 29th June 2021. Excludes fleet, government and rental buyers. Terms and conditions at volvocars.com.au. Volvo.
Fantastic food, fun for the kids, and over 500 stalls filled with bargains. You'll find it all at Fairfield City Markets. Saturdays 9 till 4, Smithfield Road, Prairie Wood, with free entry and plenty of parking. Family, fun and friendly, that's Fairfield City Markets.
The Doorbuster Door Sale at Doors Plus for 4 days only. Save up to 50% this weekend, and we can fit, paint, stain and deliver. Visit a showroom for a free measure and quote at the 4-day Doorbuster Sale. Ends Monday. Doors Plus.
No fuss.
If you want to pork more, make it the best pork ever. Shiverton Pork from Breakout River Meats. Shiverton Pork is the pork of dreams. Tender, sweet, juicy, and 100% Australian. Don't get screwed buying imported pork from the supermarket chains. Insist on 100% Aussie Shiverton Pork from Breakout River Meats. Only available at your butcher.
The Chris Smith Show on 2GB. Only at Binglee. Get a bonus $250 digital prepaid MasterCard when you buy any TV 75 inches and above. Hurry.
We're talking about your first cars. What about those Brock cars that went for monstrous money recently?
Geez, we've missed that boat, I can tell you. Brock Commodore, they've sold Brock Commodores for $1 million.
It's just, that's mad.
Ford GTOs and crazy. We've just missed the last Monaro. That was a good one. I was going to buy one of those and I missed it.
Right. How much?
45 2 years ago, 95 today.
Oh, wow. All right, Eric, your first car? Hey, Eric.
Was a VW Beetle. I bought it in January 1961 at £871, and custom credit gave me the balance, and there was at 6% interest.
Wow.
And my wage was at the time £16.10.
Wow. Do you still own it?
That gives you a bit of a calculation.
Yeah.
Do you still own it?
No. We had it for 17 and a half years. I drove it, and then my wife was driving it, and then I was trading it in. And the fellow who sold me for my wife, a Datsun, because I had a company car, Datsun 180p, and he took it for his wife at the Central Coast.
Right. Good on you, Eric. Thank you very
Eric,
much
thank
for that.
you.
Now, I've had both of those cars. I've had a VW, 1963 VW.
Yeah.
And I've also had, what was the other car he mentioned? The Datsun 180B.
180B.
I had a
yeah,
180B
the 120
when I went to
Ys
uni.
Yep.
Used to drive the 180B to uni.
I did a test drive on a 120Y and it caught fire while I was on the test drive. It was a second-hand car. That was fun.
They were just motorised dim sims, weren't they, those cars? They were just unbelievable.
No rust.
No rust. 131873 is the telephone number. Mitch, you want to talk about the new Isuzu. Go ahead.
Hey, Mitch.
Yeah, mate, how you going? Hey, mate, how you going? As far as the price hike goes, look at the R32 GTRs and a Super I could have bought Mark IV for 19 grand 7 years ago. Can't get one for less than 90 now. It's crazy.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All the muscle cars, whether they're European, Japanese or local.
Oh,
yeah.
It's a killer.
If only we knew,
anyway, exactly right. It killed me. As far as the new MUX goes, it's a brand new model, the 2021. I've been looking at the GLC or the Tiguan, but then this come up, and I'm very impressed with the specs and potential price point. What do you reckon of the new ones compared to the ultimate version, the one with the leather interior and the good entertainment system?
Well,
what's your view on them?
For more reports, and I haven't done a lot of research on that particular model, but I can tell you that they are very, very popular, and they've just launched the new one. So it's early days, but they have been very popular. So I think you're on the right track.
Yeah, that's good. It seems like a good price point too.
Yeah, I think so. It's the question will be, can you get one?
Yeah, there's a big waiting list for these.
Yep.
Yeah, I was going to order one, but I'm impressed with the old Isuzu, the engine platform and stuff like that, just for a family sort of SUV. And yeah, I think that's the one to go.
They're very good. They're hard to break. Have you driven one?
Yes. Well, for our company cars, we had Isuzu D-Maxes, and you could do anything to them, you know.
Well, place the order, mate, because it's a long wait if you don't.
Yes, good idea. Thank you very much for the call.
Thanks,
what about
Mitch.
a Toyota MR2, right?
Oh, music to my ears. Chris, I just sold one. I don't know whether I did the right thing or not, but here's a good story. So you don't need to be a millionaire to be a collector. I bought the 2005, again, MR2, last of the convertibles.
Yeah.
This car had done 34,000 kilometres. I just sold it for $38,000.
Wow.
I've had it for 18
What's it,
months.
2005?
2005. It was 52 new. I just sold it for 38, and guess what I paid for it 18 months ago?
No, don't know.
$14,000.
Oh, jeez, you're shut for
and
lunch.
they're out there. They're out there.
That is great. Richard, you've got a classic story about a car. Go ahead.
Yeah, my first brand new car, my first was an E8 Super. My first brand new was a 1981 XD 302 Windsor, 4-speed gearbox, 4-wheel disc brakes, Ute.
This is a V8.
Oh, wow.
A V8, and I called it Henrietta because we lived in Henrietta Street, Waverley. But the backstory was that I ordered a brand new 6-cylinder. I went to City Ford, told them, put the money down.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't hear anything for 6 months. They rang me up. They said, we can't supply you with the 4-speed gearbox and everything. I said, well, you're going to have to. You've got a contract. Cut a long story short, went to the old, before the ACCC, and the bloke who was the next mechanic and a copper, he said, well, we'll hang back because they found out that the Ford dealers around the country had been taking money and not delivering. So they turned around and said, we can only give you a V8. So I said, that's up to you. And they said, well, you have to pay the extra. I said, no, I won't. Cut a long story short, rang me back 3 days later. I paid $7,500 for her. I had her for 2.5 years.
Yeah.
She was an absolute beauty. And her last plate numbers were 303. So it was like the 303 rifle. So and I had to sell it. And my wife, Carla, she bawled like anything.
Wow, poor Henrietta had to go.
And I sold it because we needed a deposit for the house.
Oh, no, you wish you'd had it now, Richard.
You had it now.
Now, John, can you wait a little longer? We've got to do a little bit more on this. I want to do this after midday. 131873.